In the ruthless world of Renegade Immortal, trust is a fragile thing, and even the sacred bond between master and disciple can be tainted by betrayal, ambition, and manipulation. Wang Lin, who started his journey as an ordinary mortal and eventually stepped into the heaven-stepping realm, had endured betrayal and deception not only from enemies but even from his own masters, Sun Dazhu and Tianyunzi. These scars taught him a harsh lesson: never trust easily. And so, despite his near-immortal cultivation level, he accepted only 4 disciples in his entire life. These 4 disciples, each unique in background, personality, and fate, played significant roles in Wang Lin's journey. Some offered loyalty, others sacrifice. Some left lasting impressions while others faded into the tragic backdrop of a brutal cultivation world. Let's revisit each of these 4 disciples in depth. Most fans remember 13, but do you truly know the rest? Let's begin with the first one, Xie Qing. Xie Qing lived as a revered scholar in the mortal realm of Qingling Star. He was a man who never bowed to superstition. From childhood, he pursued natural philosophy with a mind sharper than most. He didn't cultivate or chase immortality. Instead, he searched for truth through reason and logic. When Wang Lin found himself at a dead end in cultivation, it was Xie Qing's insight that changed everything. Using a simple metaphor, how can you catch fish when the net is broken? He helped Wang Lin realize that the so-called heavenly laws were not absolute, but relative. This revelation became the key to Wang Lin's breakthrough. But it wasn't just wisdom that earned Xie Qing his place. He did something no cultivator, no immortal, no genius would ever dare. Despite being crippled and elderly, Xie Qing climbed 1,000 stone steps, step by painful step, and knelt before Wang Lin, begging to become his disciple. His sincerity, his desperation to walk the cultivation path, deeply moved Wang Lin. Against all odds, Wang Lin accepted this mortal man as his first disciple. As time passed, Xie Qing's true identity began to unravel. He wasn't merely a scholar, he was the 3rd soul of the 7-colored immortal. Although he carried the immortal's memories, he lacked the ability to cultivate. This tragic truth made him a target for powerful beings like Zhan Laogi and the Chikai Taoist, who wanted to devour his soul. When Xie Qing finally became aware of who he really was, he knew his existence could threaten his master. To protect Wang Lin, and without waiting to be asked, Xie Qing sacrificed himself. He condensed 3 powerful soul seals at the cost of his life. These seals not only defeated Zhan Laogi, but also opened the gateway to the Shangguan continent, creating a path forward for Wang Lin. His death was heart-wrenching. Wang Lin, overwhelmed with grief, vowed to revive him. Yet as the story went on, this vow was quietly left unfulfilled. Xie Qing's soul disappeared into memory, and the loose end was never tied. Next came 13. Born into a small tribe in the land of demons and spirits, 13's life began in despair. His tribe was on the brink of extinction when fate brought Wang Lin to them. In a rare moment of compassion, Wang Lin decided to grant the dying tribe a second chance. He founded the Soul Refining Tribe and taught them the soul refining sex methods. It was his way of giving the tribe a legacy and a future. 13 showed incredible promise. In just a few months, he crafted a soul banner, a feat that should have taken years. But destiny was not kind. As the tribe expanded and grew in power, they drew the attention of stronger forces. 13 was crushed by a cultivator at the God transformation level. He lost all his cultivation and was left broken. But 13 didn't give up. Day after day, he forced demon power into his crippled body. It didn't flow into his meridians. It pushed into his very bones and muscles, a path that led only to death. And yet, he continued. This mad persistence reminded Wang Lin of his younger self, the struggling boy climbing Hengyu Mountain. Deeply moved, Wang Lin passed on the Troll tribe's secret technique to 13. Not only that, he gifted him the ancient god's body refining art, something Wang Lin rarely shared. These techniques, combined with 13's will, turned him into a monster among monsters. After Wang Lin left, 13 did not falter. He led the Soul Refining Tribe to dominate the entire monster region, becoming its overlord. Even after death and reincarnation into the Shangguan continent, even without memories, 13's loyalty remained unshaken. When Tianzin tried to accept him as a disciple, he instinctively refused. His heart, even in a new life, remembered Wang Lin. When they finally met again, Wang Lin had already become a heaven-stepping expert. He didn't hesitate to support 13. He chose the best cultivation techniques for him and used his own power to push 13's cultivation to new heights. Among all of Wang Lin's disciples, 13 was the only one who remained with him to the very end. Now let's talk about Xizi Feng. Xizi Feng was among those Wang Lin rescued during the collapse of the Thunder Fairy Realm. That moment marked the beginning of her deep affection for him. When the Yao family hunted Wang Lin, she tried to help, but her clan elders stopped her. Still, she stood by him during the Thunder Fairy Palace competition, offering him a sword before everyone, a bold gesture from someone so refined. But war came. The conflict between the Luotian and Lianmeng star domains wiped out the entire Shi family. Xizi Feng was the only survivor, alone, and targeted by lustful cultivators who wanted to use her as a furnace tripod. She chose to disfigure herself rather than be defiled. Her beauty, once admired across realms, was taken by her own hand for the sake of survival. Years later, Wang Lin returned and finally accepted her as a disciple. He restored her appearance, boosted her cultivation to the Nirvana realm, and took revenge on every single cultivator who had dared to mistreat her. It was justice, brutal and swift. Wang Lin asked her to follow him from then on, promising she'd never suffer again. But Xizi Feng knew that her feelings for Wang Lin had long surpassed the boundaries of a master-disciple relationship. Following him would only deepen that pain. And so she chose to walk away, not because she didn't care, but because she cared too much. And finally, there was Shangguan Mo. Unlike the others, Shangguan Mo wasn't rescued or recruited. He was actually one of the enemies who attacked Wang Lin during the chaos caused by the 10,000 demons killing order. He was weak, loud, and wildly overconfident, and he paid for it. Wang Lin crushed him easily, but Shangguan Mo, shameless and clever, knelt immediately and addressed Wang Lin as master. Wang Lin, amused by the man's thick skin and bold flattery, let him live. In time, he even entrusted Shangguan Mo with the leadership of the Duxi sect. Surprisingly, Shangguan Mo turned out to be loyal, even under pressure. When questioned by Duanmu Ji, he never betrayed Wang Lin. Though not very powerful or serious, Shangguan Mo added levity to Wang Lin's dark and somber world. In the latest theatrical version, he reappears, along with Xu Liguo, to bring humor and balance to the heavy narrative. He may not be as influential as 13 or as tragic as Xie Qing, but his presence lingers. In the end, only 13 stayed by Wang Lin's side until the final chapter of Xian Ni. Xie Qing gave his life. Xizi Feng walked away with a broken heart. Shangguan Mo drifted through the story like a wandering spirit. Each disciple had a unique bond with Wang Lin. Each played a role in shaping his path. Their stories reflect the core of Renegade Immortal: sacrifice, loyalty, tragedy, and strength in the face of impossible odds. So now the question remains: who among these 4 disciples touched you the most? Was it Xie Qing, the scholar-turned-soul who gave everything to his master? 13, the undying warrior whose loyalty transcended even death? Xizi Feng, whose love was too deep to bear? Or Shangguan Mo, the comic relief who somehow survived it all? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to experience the full weight of these characters, go back and read the original novel, Xian Ni. You'll find layers the Donghua couldn't even begin to show. The world of Renegade Immortal isn't just about power or revenge. It's about the lives that intertwine, the sacrifices made, and the people who leave a mark on a cultivator's journey, even if only for a moment. Wang Lin's 4 disciples weren't just characters. They were reflections of his pain, his past, his ideals, and his regrets. If their stories moved you, or if you think one of them deserves more recognition, drop their name in the comments below. I'd love to hear who left the deepest impression on you. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss the next deep dive into the world of Donghua and cultivation epics. And remember, sometimes the strongest cultivators are the ones who suffer the most, but never lose their heart. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.